So for this video, apparently there's another situation with IronMouse. And from my understanding, I'm pretty sure it's the hate. So I have a bit of a bit of a hot take. Now I'm not saying the hate is deserved, but I am saying I don't know why you're surprised. I don't know why you're surprised. It's like you people haven't been on the internet for forever. You know what I mean? Like if someone likes something and then someone else, some other creator has got bigger or did the exact same thing but did it better, you best believe the people the people of the person that you just beat or that they just beat are gonna be mad. And it's not even all of them. I feel like it's not all of them, right? It's just a couple of fringe lunatics being super upset. And if we remember, people were mad before when something like this happened. What was it, like 4 months ago? So I don't understand why everyone's surprised. But something must have been really bad if this homeboy over here, Stretch McSexy Face over here, has to say something about it, which is insane. But I don't know what he's gonna say. I don't want to put any words in his mouth. That's just my original hypothesis to this for right now. But let's take a look.
This video is going to be a long-winded rant, and if you like that, welcome. Come join the Angry British Man. And if not, don't worry, my normal videos will resume after this one. I just had to talk about this. I feel like online lately, it has been a miserable experience for any of us to be online, and I actively feel that my mental health gets drained slowly using any online platform, especially my personal case, Twitter. I think Twitter allowing people to make money from ads is probably one of the worst changes to any platform in history. Sure, I get $20 here and there for tweeting a funny picture of my giant monkey behind me, but there are those who use it to spread misinformation, lies, just make stuff up, spew absolute vile hatred stuff. It's pretty...
I feel like it's weird. Why are you surprised that people are spewing hatred on the internet? Like, have you not been on it? And it's me because I'm biased. But like, come on now. You got to understand that people are gonna spit hate for literally anything, bro. I've seen posts, especially on Instagram. For some reason, this happens a lot on Instagram. But I've seen people post, "Look at me then and look at me now," right? And this person lost like 300 plus pounds or whatever, and like the top comment is still fat lol. I'm like, bro, come on, dog. Come on, dude. But I mean, again, I'm biased, but this is very interesting that it's happening again to IronMouse again.
Horrible experience to use it now, as Twitter seems to feel like it only wants outragement bait or tweets that'll make people angry. And if you're not seeing that, you're seeing somebody get killed. So it's really just a miserable experience. So
this must be like your Twitter, because I haven't seen a single person. No, actually, that's a lie. There's like 3. I think I've seen it 3 times, but it's always a pedophile getting shot, so I don't really consider that killing. That's more of like a justice. But again, whatever.
Overall. And don't get me started on TikTok and Instagram, which are famous for their brutal comments. Yeah. And I wouldn't really even use the word brutal, because I think brutal can sometimes mean there's a bit of honesty and fun there, but I would say it's just cruel. Like, just being online right now is cruel. It feels like nobody has any respect for each other. But I don't think I've quite lost as much faith in the internet as I have until now. But look,
that's your problem there, my boy. Angry British Man, that is your problem. You had faith originally in the internet. That you can never have that. How dare you have faith in the internet, my boy? That's such a dumb thing to do. Now, I'm not calling you dumb, but I do understand that's just not something you should do. Have faith in the internet? That's ridiculous. You expect a whole bunch of random people to be nice? That's ridiculous.
Be honest. This video is about one thing. It's about the weird blanket hatred towards VTubers. I've seen a massive hate train against IronMouse, which I don't understand. And I know that you guys aren't the ones doing this. You guys watching this video are very normal and well-adjusted people, and I appreciate that. But
I don't know about all that, but go on.
There are a lot of people online that seem to just have fun ruining other people's lives. I don't understand it. Now, you're probably wondering why.
Let me give you a bit of a hypothesis. If these people are sad and upset and slightly deranged in real life, then they will take all of that and misdirect it at someone online. That's just usually what happens. If someone who got bullied in real life and someone who gets bullied online, pretty sure that's exactly how that works. Because I guarantee, and I feel like it's been said before a million times, I guarantee that if you found, let's say, Anal Hunter 69, right? If you found him and asked him what he actually thought, he wouldn't say that shit to your face. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta just, I don't want to say turn the cheek, but I mean, turn the cheek metaphorically, I suppose. Let it roll off your back. Or fire back. I mean, fire back is obviously like the more childish way of doing it, but I mean, sometimes you got to. Other times, I mean, and I can understand that having a big platform and then having like a bunch of people from another big platform show up, because then it only seems like you're getting hate. But at the same time, why don't you just, I can't speak for you, but I can speak for me. I'm going to milk them for content. That's more money. This more money. I feel like that's the approach we should take to it. At least that's the approach that I'm going to take to it. Because it's funny. And I like money.
Why am I bringing all of this up? Well, don't worry. It'll all make sense. Just get along for the ride and listen to the weird British man rant at you. You see, in 2024, IronMouse broke the all-time sub record on Twitch. It was a massive achievement. It was, I'm sure, an amazing and an inspiring moment for all of us, as well as Mouse. Unfortunately, probably what you didn't see was the deluge of vile comments, disturbing threats, and just overall hatred towards Mouse. And I'd love to tell you that this all started here and it's pretty much gone with now, but sadly this is a thing that has been going on for a very, very long time. And this is not just for Mouse. VTubers in general have had to deal with a lot of shit just for being an anime girl or boy on the internet.
And it's not just that, but we'll get to that in a minute, because it's like VTubers get a lot of hate. But you want to know who gets a lot of hate as well? Even, I would say, just about a little bit more hate. Black VTubers. And you know where all that hate's coming from? Inside the fucking fandom. So it's like, trust me, I understand. I get it. It's like, I get it. But this is crazy. I find it very sickening how VTubers, especially Hotline members, get so many fans and white knights. Okay, see, there's your problem right there. You're just assuming that they're this, okay? That's the problem. I know this is cliche, but as far as I know, they could be a 300-pound man sitting in their mom's basement. Why does that matter? Why does that matter? If they're making good content, who the fuck cares who they are behind the actual whatever? I just can't muster the courage to survive more than 10 seconds of any VTuber content. I feel like you haven't watched enough VTuber content, because there's a lot of different ones. You're just probably looking at all the big ones. Most of the time, they have no personality and play on the over-sexualized avatar. Yeah, see, that's the issue right there. See, that's the issue. I can see where you're coming from. You can see where you're coming from on that one, but there's a lot of VTubers that don't do that. They're just not big. Like, most of them just aren't really all that big. And the ones that are big, I mean, you still hate on them anyway, now that I'm thinking about it. Either way. I frequently watch podcasts and commentary YouTubers, and I prefer quality over some cringy fake avatar. My best some of the VTubers are their corporate manufactured characters to exploit parasocial relationships. I mean, I guess, fair enough. But also on top of that, a lot of them aren't corporate. You just got to understand the culture and where they come from and all that good stuff. Because, like, you don't have to watch the corporate ones. You don't have to watch the big old corpa borpa ones. You don't have to. You watch someone like me. Shameless plug. Because, like, I'm not corporate. I'm just a dude. Living out in the sticks, bro. Having fun. Whatever. This is just my opinion. And I don't actively be toxic or degrade them, but I do hate them with a burning passion. I do watch anime and read manga. That's the weird part, too. What? Like, can't you just enjoy it for what it is? I mean, okay, but I get it. I get it. I mean, this is probably, like, the most... Ow. Fuck. Just smacked the shit out of my goddamn pop filter. Ow. Fuck, what was I saying? Just enjoy it for what it is. Whatever, forgot what the fuck I was saying.
So let's go back in time a little bit so that we can better understand the full scope of this mess. Yes, you got me. This is a video about me defending my friend. 100%. I'm not even trying to hide that. But I also just want to bring a tiny bit of attention to the level of normalized hate that is just for some reason acceptable. And hopefully that, maybe this video can make a tiny bit of a change. Because what some of these creators have to endure is on a level that I've never seen before on the internet. And I've been here for a very long time. 4 years ago, VTubers had a massive explosion in popularity here in the West. Now, obviously, they've been around in Japan for a while because this is very Japanese coded. Yes. But, 4 years ago, they blew up and people started getting into them. However, there was a lot of pushback from people like me included who were kind of like, what is this? I don't know what this is. but I like it. But I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm gonna see. And I'm sure any VTuber who was around in this era could tell you the amount of hatred that was given out towards VTubers. Like, why are you using a voice changer? Are you a man? Are you an AI? Perhaps. You know,
that's always my favorite one. They're just like, "You're a man." All right. I mean, even let's just say hypothetically, for the sake of argument, every single VTuber was actually just a dude. So what? Like, I don't understand what the problem is here. Like, bro, the dude wants to be goofy and be a girl. Let him be a girl. Like, I don't understand. Like, how is this hurting you in any way, shape, or form, my guy? Like, I don't get it. I think another hypothesis, if that person likes that VTuber, then they realize that they are a man, then they will think that they are gay. That's what I'm thinking. that's what I'm thinking. Stupid, but whatever.
The uninspired, insulting comments. And during this boom is when a lot of people found IronMouse as well. Now, IronMouse had actually been streaming a long time before this as well, but it wasn't until this moment where a lot of VTubers were on Twitch and kind of getting great viewership. Now, obviously, VTubers choose to be represented by an avatar for a multitude of reasons, but for Mouse, it was for anonymity, which is why most VTubers do it. And now, look, I cannot talk for Mouse. You know, Mouse is her own person, but, you know, Mouse has been sick for a very long time with a multitude of illnesses, but the main one being primary immune deficiency. Primary immune deficiency is slightly different to autoimmune diseases that you might have heard about. Autoimmune diseases are where your immune system kind of attacks itself, whereas primary immune deficiency means that your immune system just doesn't work or doesn't work very well. And I'm sure a lot of my viewers are familiar with this because I'm always raising money for charities that want to find cures and support people with primary immune deficiencies. I mess it up all the time. When you have a really bad case of primary immune deficiency, it means that stuff like vaccines don't work on you. It means that you're worried about getting sick constantly from everything. Whereas maybe you and I could eat a bunch of dirt, maybe going even near dirt or someone who's slightly ill 20 feet away could easily get you sick or give you a bad case of pneumonia. This disease means that Mouse pretty much can't interact with anyone and can't leave her room. And even if she wanted to, Mouse was disabled for a very long time and has slowly started to regain the ability to walk thanks to being able to finally support premium healthcare. Yay, love America! So this meant the only human contact the Mouse got was pretty much talking to her parents or very close family who she was kind of already adjusted to, and family who understood about the disease and took precautions. And look, I know this is a lot of information, but what I'm trying to get at is that you can only imagine how crushingly lonely this must be. Yeah, imagine not being able to leave your room. Yes, we were all there during COVID, but we at least knew that it was probably going to end at some point. And I'm sure many of you knew, me included, that this was awful for our mental health. Not being able to see the people that you care about or interact with friends or just have a casual interaction with a cashier person is interactions that I'm sure all of us missed. And it was thanks to VTuber technology getting so much better and more accessible that Mouse was able to stream like me or like you or like any other big streamer. It was a level playing field. And on top of that, if you were a more artistically inclined person, you could show off your artistic skills by, you know, I don't know, costume design or singing or lore or voice acting. There's so many more facets to it than me raging at Jump King.
Speaking of which, I want to do voice acting. I just don't know where to start, and I kind of hate my voice, but I feel like it'd be good for a couple of things. But go continue, sir.
It's talent, okay? And one of the best clips of Mouse's early career is when she's trying to raise money to get a new medical bed. Basically, normal beds, not good. They don't offer you support. They don't allow you to, like, you know, go, like, lie upright. Basically, a lot more support. She asked her viewers if they'd be willing to donate towards that, and within minutes, they'd smash that goal.
I don't like to call my bed my bed. I don't like calling it my bed. It makes me feel very embarrassed. It makes me feel not so good. So I like to call my bed my workspace because that's where I am all the time.
Y'all saw that though, right? Y'all saw how it was like here and a pow.
God, thank you so much for the penalty.
Fuck.
God damn it! Now what are you doing? Now thank you so much for the dono. Thank you.
And I think a lot of people forget that Mouse didn't used to stream long. Mouse used to only stream for like an hour or two at a time and then would go offline to take medication. But now feels comfortable enough to take the medication and still keep streaming, which I think is an amazing thing and something that the outpouring support has allowed her to do. And obviously VTubers do more than just talk and play crappy games like me. Some of them have god-tier singing skills. We all know that Mouse was training to be an opera singer and sounds incredible.
If you could look at me once more,
Combine that with aesthetically pleasing designs that are constantly changing, and it's no wonder that VTubers eventually had their boom. Now, obviously, Twitch and YouTube have always been very gamer-centric and gamer-focused, and gamers aren't exactly known for being the most chill and reasonable people. Look, I was a Call of Duty kid. If I said the things that I said in those lobbies...
I was about to say, you said the N-word, didn't you? Didn't you? I can see it in your face. You're atoning for your sins, my boy. But let me tell you something. Me fucking too. But then again, I'm black, so I can't. I have the pass. But I'll retroactively extend the pass to you. You are forgiven for your sins, my boy. Reckless not in bad shape.
And they were recorded. I would not be here today. I would not have a career. Or any career. I was toxic, okay? Now look, I've been a content creator for 10 plus years online. It's been my entire adult life. I've been doing this for so long that I'm a fossil in internet years. And even before that, I would pretty much only spend my time on the internet. And it was normal that as a creator that you would get some kind of hatred towards you, or some people who would just blindly write mean comments. It was part of the job. Doesn't mean it's a good part or that we should accept it, but it's just kind of how it was. And because every creator would get a bunch of hate comments here and there was kind of a mutual respect amongst creators that you wouldn't just blindly insult each other for no reason. You wouldn't insult someone you didn't know or you didn't have beef with. It was a thing that you could expect because that's how...
It's the code. It's a part of the creator code. It's part of the game, okay? You don't just insult people for no reason. You have to have a reason, like particularly if they do pretty shitty things, like another creator code, particularly on YouTube. That's pretty much like this. Copyright. You don't just abuse the copyright system. That's like a cardinal sin. People will lose their entire career for doing that. And it's happened multiple times. I feel like people don't understand that. Well, those creators that did that don't seem to understand that. And I'm glad they're gone.
How normal people behave. However, nowadays it kind of feels like that's not the case anymore. It feels like it's kind of encouraged or okay to punch down and make fun of other creators that you don't like or you think that something's weird about them. And this has happened a lot with VTubers. For example, in 2022, a massive TikTok creator, Noah Glenn Carter, made a video mocking the fact that people wanted to meet Mouse virtually. Here you go.
This might be the saddest video on the internet. So I want you to take a look at all these people. They were all trying to get the attention of a monitor. Basically, that's a popular VTuber on the monitor that was virtually attending an anime convention. And this whole crowd of people were following the monitor in hopes that they could get a picture with it.
Now, obviously, you and I know that Mouse can't leave her room, and this is the only way that Mouse can walk around a convention or see any of her viewers, or any of those viewers can talk to Mouse. It's a rare experience for everyone involved, and an amazing feat of technology that we can even do anything like this. And to his credit, he did apologize.
This is an apology to a creator called IronMouse.
Okay. If he apologized, I was about to say, this guy's kind of a dick, but I mean, all right, he apologized.
Because of this video. Now, in my video on this, I called the video one of the saddest videos on the internet, which is completely unnecessary on my part. And IronMouse actually responded, clarifying that the people weren't even crowding her, but instead they were crowding somebody named Connor that was there. I'm really sorry to you, IronMouse, if you're watching. My video was completely unnecessary. I really hope that my video didn't cause you any kind of negativity or anything. And again, I am so sorry if it did. I will be deleting that video as soon as I post this one.
First of all,
well, I feel like me and this guy are about to say the exact same thing. That is a A-tier apology, by the way. Because he acknowledged what he did, he apologized for it, and then he was going to delete the video so no one actually ended up seeing that same thing again. And then stirring up more drama and more hate. A-tier apology. Also, the fact to get an apology is already insane enough as it is, especially online. So, not terrible. Not terrible.
Ouch. Second of all, you didn't think there was going to be any negativity? What do you mean by that? And now look, to Noah's credit, he did apologize and take down the video. And I think that needs to be commended, as a lot of people don't have the common decency to do that anymore. But would you not have taken it down if nobody complained? If everyone joined in? Haha, let's make fun of it. Would you not?
Yeah, no, they probably wouldn't have taken it down for that very reason. Like, I don't. What do you mean? Yeah, of course they wouldn't have taken it down. Like, what? They find it funny. That's the thing between, like, people. People don't realize that people are different. So what you would consider common decency and what I would consider common decency might be two different things. Now, obviously, if you were raised correctly, maybe we all should think what common decency is. It should all be on the same level, but unfortunately, it's not. So if people had not said anything about it, yeah, probably would have left it up and it would have been perfectly fine. Well, for them, at least, that would have been fine for them. That's just how the internet works, my boy.
Taking it down? Or did you take it down just because people were like, hey man, you're kind of a dick. The reason why I show you this is not because I want to send any hatred. This is 2 years ago. It does not matter. It's over. Do not send hatred towards another creator. And if you do, you're a piece of shit and you should not be here. But why is it now that you can just dunk on something that you don't know anything about, you don't understand, and you didn't bother to research into? Why is that the norm now? Why is it that you just...
Something else. See, this is the thing. This is the thing. You mentioned 3 things that the people have to do in an instant gratification age. They're not going to do that. I'm telling you that right now. They're not. They're just not. Like, you expect me to do research? You expect me to see something that I already don't kind of like and then do research on it to then have a better opinion? That's ridiculous. That's way too much stuff already. I already don't like it. And that's speaking for them. That's just what I've noticed from being online since like Windows 93, by the way. Your boy's almost big unk status. I got 2 more years. I'm 28. At 30, then I'll be big unk. I can't wait for that. I'm excited to see. Well, that's a topic for a different video. Good, let's continue.
Post first and research second. Oh, I got some hate about this. I'll take it down. Don't worry about the other 500 videos where I blindly made fun of people I don't understand. The sad truth now is that it seems like it's okay if you're a large creator to be a dick to anybody you want or don't like or don't agree with. You know, having a large audience is a huge, huge responsibility. Whether we like it or not, we are influencers. We influence people with our opinions and what we say. I'm sure some people watching this video right now will be influenced by my opinion on all of this stuff. That's how it goes. But for some reason, it's okay now to blindly hate others and send rabid fans to go and attack people and stuff they don't understand. Why? It's hard enough just existing right now. It is horrible living in this year. It is a miserable time to be alive. Why are...
I mean, I suppose. I suppose. But, like, at the same time, if the person isn't directly being like, yeah, you need to go out and attack this person, I don't feel like it would be justified to say that, oh, yeah, it's okay to go do that. I don't... Because, like, I have a hard time believing that Kai Cenat was somewhere... Because, like, this was the last time that something like this happened. It was Kai Cenat fans or whatever. I do have a hard time believing that Kai Cenat would sit there and be like, whoever this IronMouse person is can go die. Go send hate her way. Like, I have a very hard time believing that. But also, on the flip side, he could have. I don't know. I'm not that guy. But I digress.
Are we making it harder for everyone? And if you're a VTuber, it is kind of just accepted now that you just get this level of blind hatred all the time.
Welcome to being black. No, I'm playing, kind of, sort of, not really.
It's insane. Why is this okay? Anyway, moving on with the timeline. Since then, Mouse, and I assume most VTubers, have had to deal with insult after insult that is normalized. For Mouse personally, this level of hatred and vitriol escalated another level when Mouse was nominated for the Game Awards. Now, the Game Awards have this category for Content Creator of the Year.
Wait, I want to go back for just a split second.
The Game Awards. Now, the Game Awards have this category for
Content Creator of the Year. I'm not gonna lie to you. Never heard of these 3. Like, never once heard of whoever the hell any of these people are. I've heard this person's name, but never actually seen them in IronMouse. So.
For Content Creator of the Year. Obviously, this year had a massive amount of very, very big creators that I'm sure we're all familiar with. But
no.
To the surprise of Mouse, and to most of us, Mouse got nominated. And this isn't saying that Mouse didn't deserve it. Mouse had an amazing year. Mouse had raised a ton of money for charity, had broken the all-time sub record for a woman on Twitch, and had done just some of the most amazing shit when you consider that Mouse is bedridden and has to have medication every single day that completely changes how any of this would be done, and providing such an insane energy to every stream whilst battling a ton of medical issues that are permanent throughout Mouse's life. I think the nomination is deserved, and by some sheer miracle, Mouse had won the award. It was a crazy achievement, and nobody expected Mouse to win, to be honest, because Mouse was by far the smallest creator out of the ones that were nominated.
And the Game Award goes to IronMouse. So, IronMouse couldn't be here tonight because IronMouse is animated, and sadly, we're not in the Matrix yet.
Obviously, these creators were massive, and a lot of their fans that are watching the Game Awards were a bit upset about Mouse winning the award. This has led to a constant, and I cannot preface this enough, a constant stream of hatred now that Mouse has had to deal with openly on all of her socials for years now. This is the level of hatred that is normally like, I just gotta show you. I gotta show you. It's like ridiculous. This is 2022. Back when Mouse's comments were pretty normal, I'd say. As you can see here, this is beating Kai. Okay, a little negative and unnecessary, but not that bad. This over Kai. Bro, who are you? You know, and luckily at this point, not all the comments are like this.
Yeah, see, this is exactly what I was talking about. Bro, who are you? This happens to, like, literally every creator. Except for, like, Mr. Beast, I would say. And, like, Logan Paul. Like, it happens to every creator. Like, you can have, like, 5-6 million subs, right? And when you do Twitch, you're streaming to, like, 300,000 people, let's say. You know, whatever. Right? And, or, I don't know, I feel like that's a little high. I don't really know Twitch numbers like that. I'm more of a YouTuber, if anything. But yeah, you're still going to get people that are like this. And then, yeah, it didn't help that she won an award, because then, yeah, now it's like, well, yeah, now you're going to get a lot more hate because of it. But yeah, this is just what happens. And this is what I'm saying. I highly doubt Kai Cenat was like, oh yeah, go to all of her stuff and then be like, say this shit, say this unnecessary shit. You know what I'm saying?
This, but they're by far the most liked ones, and it only gets worse the closer we get to today. We all came from that Kai video, right? This is #1 streamer. No way blood, this is #1 streamer. This is who gets #1 on Twitch. It's an evil world we live in. And you'd think, okay, maybe something happened at the time. This has been pretty much constant until now. Speed and Kai on top. How is the streamer of the year? How is the streamer of the year? This won the award, by the way. Oh, hell nah. This is who won. No cap, who's IronMouse. Brain rot. This beats Cypher PK. Game Awards are wild. Why did you win? No way this won Creator of the Year. I'm crying. This literally goes on and on. And you'd think, okay, look, it's because Mouse won the Streamer of the Year. It probably stops after that.
And she's a woman. People hate that for some reason. I don't get it. Personally, I feel as a true advocate of gender equality, I think women are cool. I know, I know, hot take, but whatever, dude.
Oh no! So many people are like, post this on Instagram Reels. Post this on Reels. Oh yeah, great, because love that. Love being toxic on Instagram. Bro, who are you? I'm begging you, please post this on Instagram. Why do people just want to be so cruel? What the f***? Just chill the f*** out, man. Who the f*** is watching this? This thing has the most subs on Twitch. How did you beat Kai? No human being on the planet wearing this.
That's actually a pretty dope sweater, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if I could rock it. Actually, I'm gonna tell you right now, I could not rock it. But the color though, color's fire. I dig that. I dig that.
Okay, well, I wear it and it's fucking fire, okay?
Yeah, it's
on my life. I've never in my entire life seen a single stream. Why do you care? Why? Like, if I just haven't seen something.
I'm telling you, it's misguided and misdirected anger. That's all it is. And then since IronMouse is big, she's constantly posting things, and people are going to go hate. That's just how it is, bro. Like, am I condoning it? No. Am I saying it's right, which is the exact same thing I just said? I don't know why I'm redundant. Still, no, it's just not right. Don't condone it. I don't want it to happen to anyone, but this is just something that happens. And there's not really much you can do about it. And I don't know where you have been on the internet, my boy, but I know where I have been on the internet, my boy. So this isn't terrible. I'm not saying that, oh, since it's not terrible, you shouldn't say anything about it, or you shouldn't bring people's attention to it. I'm just saying, like, it could be worse. And luckily it isn't. Oh, well, you know, I haven't seen the entire video. Let me just, hold on.
I just don't interact. I don't understand what has happened where we all feel the need.
Also, I forgot to mention, everyone has an opinion. Everyone wants their opinion to be heard. So everyone's going to say their opinion whether you like it or not. Whether you ask for it or not, and whether it's warranted or not. That's another thing. That's another thing that the internet has done that everyone seems to, like, not understand. Like, if you like something, you'll say something. If you don't like something, you will say something. I feel like that's just like a human thing. I'm not going to lie to you. But also with the added anonymity of the internet, people are going to be as nasty as they possibly can. Reverting back to the thing I said earlier, if you found these people in real life, probably wouldn't say that shit to your face. So, but I digress.
To say our opinion and be like, yeah, guys, we hate this, right? Who cares? You're a loser. This has gone on for months. And it's pretty much just led to Mouse just not posting on TikTok, which I feel is really fucked up. You can just successfully bully a massive creator off a platform. The reason why this all happened, by the way, is just because Mouse won an award.
Yeah.
What? And this is just the stuff that Mouse gets on her own socials. This doesn't include the hatred that she receives from just existing in those posts from those low-tier bait Twitter accounts that post, "Can you believe this cartoon is beating Mars streamer, guys?" And it only escalated once more when IronMouse got the all-time sub record on Twitch, which led to a bunch of news articles tweeting about it and people talking about it. And unfortunately, a lot of people were just being blindly hateful. And of course, this level of hatred doesn't just stay on the platforms you'd expect it to. It's also in Mouse's chat. Here is a 85-page document of just some recent bans of people saying the most heinous shit towards Mouse. Now, you're telling me this bitch-ass VTuber surpassed Kai Cenat? God, you know these people are so ugly. Just sad how Sims donate to this crap. This is the bitch that broke Kai's record. I refuse to believe any of you are real human beings. Unless you have less than 60 IQ, no one in this chat is real. I've been watching this shit for 10 minutes and I want to kill myself. How do people watch this
Huh? What? Huh. These are
shit, you weirdos.
Right.
You'll never get on Kai's level. You guys know this is a fat guy, right? Amongst obviously all those insults, a lot of people saying that Mouse is lying about her illness, which
it's crazy. Why? Why?
I don't have to tell you why that's wrong. Like, look at this. This is psychotic. This is fucked up. How is this okay? And by the way, this is the list, obviously, that doesn't include the N-word bans, or that would be another.
Yeah, my thing is, I feel like people. I don't want to say that he doesn't understand, because he probably does. I just don't. He just hasn't said it yet. I don't think anyone thinks that this is okay. They're just going to do it because they're doing it. And like the thing is, the more you talk about it, I feel like the more it'll happen. At least that's what I've noticed from a whole bunch of other big creators. Like if you bring up hate, people will just bring more hate. You know what I mean? But I mean, this could be a completely different situation. I'm just applying what I see on the internet and how long I've been on it to a thing that like this. So I could be completely wrong. I'm fine with being completely wrong. This is just, again, it's just an assessment. Again, I'm just some fucking idiot in the sticks, bro.
The 20 pages, because of course it would be. Like if this was my chat, I just would not stream. I would just not show up. This is
really?
This is fucked.
You're giving them what they want, though. You're giving them what they want. They want you to not be here. They want you to not stream, bro. Don't do that. You need to do the opposite. You need to double down. You need to stream twice as much. You need to make even more content. Make them so mad. Make them upset. Because that is content. I might be a little content brained, but you know, that might be a stupid thing. Like it's not everyone will agree with it. I can guarantee you there will be people in the comments of this video that do not agree with me, which again, 100% ain't okay. But for me, and how I've lived life and how I've seen things, if someone's going to hate me for simply existing, I'm going to exist twice as hard. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'll figure it out on this corporeal form. I will figure out how to exist twice. Just because I know it makes you mad. Also, that tickles my dick, so.
100%. I want to make this clear. I'm not blaming any creator. Obviously, we saw a lot of people name-dropping Kai, saying, how could this lose to Kai and all that stuff. This is not me blaming Kai in any capacity. I think his audience is at the size that is absolutely absurd.
Yes.
And at that level, you can try and tell your viewers, hey man, look, be respectful, which Kai has on numerous times. He's openly praised IronMouse and been very supportive towards small creators.
IronMouse has always been top 5 all time. He's somebody I had to pass during my first subathon. Now, I know people are defensive. I know a lot of people defend me and shit like that. But Chad, if you actually looked at her stream and actually kept up with what she's doing, you feel what I'm saying? Not only was it for a good cause, but it was pretty well put together.
But obviously, you know, as a creator, you do still have some influence over your viewers. And I think it's important.
That's that wholesome shit we like seeing out here in the Shire. You feel me? I love to hear that. I love to hear that.
To make sure that when you see this behavior in the community that you call it out. And I'm not entirely sure when this happened online, but it feels like it's okay to just blindly make fun or hate something you don't understand or have not learned anything about. But I guess that is more of a reflection of the current times we live in.
Yep. See, I was about to say, he said it. He essentially said it right there. And it's funny because he went back and he mentioned COVID. That's another thing that's happened. So people had been locked away for a very long time. When I say people, I don't mean me, because at the time I was doing OTR, over the road trucking. So I had went to 49 states, Canada, and Mexico delivering stuff to people who needed it. So I wasn't really locked in like that. But when you were locked in, the internet was like the only thing you had. So people are going to, well, I don't want to say devolve, but they're going to evolve certain traits. And a lot of those traits were heinousness and vulgarities and stuff like that. So now that everyone's free and we can do what we want again, I'm not surprised that being cooped up for that long led to this. I mean, it's unfortunate. I don't like it, but it is, unfortunately, what it is. For now. For now. So I don't think anyone thinks it's okay. They're just doing it because they don't like this person. And they're dumb.
Because everyone seems to do that all the time. As a creator, I would be embarrassed if I saw my viewers blindly hating on someone else using my name.
Oh, dude, on God, if I saw that, I'm banning you. 100%. It's like we don't send hate out here. We talk about, it's like we talk about people and their points. And then if they talk shit about me, then you can talk shit.
I would be mortified if I saw that. And the one good thing about all you guys is that I know that you don't do that. And I appreciate that because you're all cool and you're all normally well-adjusted people.
Yeah, no, not at all. But fair enough, go on.
I hope. And look,
Yeah.
I'll admit, I don't have a point of this video. I don't have a plan. I was just going crazy, looking at all of this open hatred and losing my mind, wondering why this is normal. That was literally it. And that's the reason why I'm making this video. And I kind of wanted to ask if anyone else or any other VTubers or any other even YouTubers, if you've experienced this same kind of level of blind hatred yourself. I would love to hear about it, just so that I know that I'm not going crazy. I hope we can have a civilized and good discussion in the comments. And so,
interestingly enough, so I am not a big creator. That's just not how that works, right? So before I even started VTubing, right, I got into the culture. You know, I looked around. I thought this was kind of cool, but I made the mistake. Had I known, I wouldn't have done it. But I went to Twitter. Fuck, should not have done that. Because I noticed that there was a lot of hate for VTubers. Like, fair, whatever. I don't really care. And I said it early in the video. I noticed that there was a lot of hate, particularly for black VTubers. And I never understood why. So even before I started, the sheer fact that I was an African-American male and doing VTubing made people hate me. And I hadn't even streamed, I hadn't even posted any type of content like that at all. Now, granted, it isn't nearly as much hate as like these larger creators are getting. But I'm getting into this on ground zero, on ground floor, probably in the basement, the trenches, my boy, and having to work my way up, already knowing that people don't like me for my skin. That's crazy. And then another level on top of that, people aren't going to like me because I'm an avatar. Crazy to me. Crazy to me. But just kind of, again, people are wired differently. I'm wired differently. I know that for a fact. But hearing that, instead of being like, oh, you know, I guess I'm just not going to do this, made me want to do it that much harder. But again, that's just my thoughts. That's just my opinion. What do you think?
So with that, I wish you all the best of luck. Don't let these urinal cake eating children distract you from what you want to do in life.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to go drink a beer.
Oh, God. Beer's disgusting. Yeah, but do what that says. Subscribe and like. Oh shit, I don't know his name. C-Dog VA. Yeah, going ahead and give him all that good stuff. He seems like a cool guy. I've seen him around every once in a while, so you know, go on ahead and do that. And also subscribe to me if you ever so inclined, and follow me on Twitch, my guy.